Okay, so got everything set up so I'm not having to open things when we're on video. But I put some hot water in this bowl just to warm the bowl up a little bit. My water is sitting right now at 120 degrees, so I've got a little time on my hands. Don't have to worry about it too much. But I am just warming this bowl up just to kind of help things out. You don't have to do that, but you know, you can. So I'm gonna dump that out now that my bowl's nice and warm too. I measured out 1 cup of water. I did put a temperature gauge in it. It's probably just in the short time I've been standing here, it's probably gone down. It was 120. It's about 113 now, so it cools off pretty quick. You don't have to worry about it too much. I stuck a cup of water in there because I know I'm going to use 2 eventually. You're going to love this because this is how I cook. There's usually not a measuring cup anywhere around. My sugar's a little bumpy. My right hand's wet. All right, so I'm going to reach in here. I'm going to grab me a handful. Oh, hold on, let me turn you around so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. It's just a handful of sugar. I might make 2. You don't need to see my face, do you? You want to know what I'm doing. So, just a couple of handfuls of sugar. A handful, this is the flour I'm using. Gold medal bread flour, because I don't have anything offer. So again, I'm just gonna grab a handful, stick it in there. I have this handy dandy little whisk. Love this thing. And all I'm gonna do is just mix that up. You see how watery it is? Okay, there you go. It's pretty watery, so I'm gonna add another chunk of flour. I don't want it to be a paste. I do want it watery, but I want enough in there for the yeast to feed on. So again, see, it's not as watery, but still very watery. Now, we've got sugar, flour, water, yeast. That's it. 2, 1, 2 1/4. I don't know if that was a quarter or not. It's good enough. You're going to mix that up. You're going to mix that up. And then we're going to let that sit for, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. And we'll come back and take a look at it. Can you see down in there? Hold on, I'm bad with this camera. There we go. So you can kind of see it's just stirred up. It's going to start growing. Now there's an air conditioner right above my head, so it's kind of a cold environment for my yeast. So I'm going to put a washcloth or a hand towel over the top of it, and I'm going to set it over to the side next to my ice maker, which is blowing out hot ass air. So I'll stick it over there so it has a warm environment, just kind of do its thing. A lot of the bread making stuff is a whole lot of doing something and then waiting. So it is not hard at all to make bread. It's just a lot of waiting, that's all. So while it's doing its thing, I'm gonna swap out dogs and eliminate as much of the noise in here as possible.